Hey everyone. So I know it's late again, but we had a late napper. So I'm going to get into this box, or Ipsy. I'm so used to saying box. And I'm going to mix foundations again. As you know from my other videos, if you've watched them, I do not have the proper color. So I just mix. Definitely went a little much, but oh well. I'm excited to try this new palette out. At first I said thought I liked this one's Ipsy more than BoxyCharm, but then I was thinking about the Spanglish palette that I got in BoxyCharm, and I'm sorry, but that just has to win unless this palette that I'm about to use is even nicer. But I got to think about the quality of the palette from Ipsy, and BoxyCharm's palette was way better, the Spanglish palette. Alright, I got fuzz. Okay. Let's prep these lids. I'm going to do it a little bit faster today. Just because it's already late, I'm not that concerned about how it'll really look, or last, I should say. It won't be that long and I'll be wiping it off. All right, let's get into this bag. So yesterday, I used the Shakura and Sage palette, and I will say my husband said that was his favorite eyeshadow look that I have done, and he is super picky with that stuff. So I was surprised that he liked it. We get into eyeshadows, and then I will do the lippy. So I am going to use Universal Delight as my lid color, that color right there. Just to give that a nice base coat. I'm going to try and use this full palette. This is Smooth Caramel Shades. This was my add-on item. The bonus to getting Ipsy and BoxyCharm is you can do add-on items, which are like items that have been in other bags, basically, or boxes, and you can get them at a huge discount. Like next month, y'all know I have a palette addiction, and I added 2 palettes to my BoxyCharm, and the total came to like about $20 for 2 palettes, and they are like, one palette alone is like $30, so huge discounts.
Maxim's going downstairs because he's happy.
It's okay. It's okay.
What?
You wanna lay in the bed while I do my video?
I just want to play trains.
Okay, you can play trains. And
Bring my drink cup.
I am going to go in with Alchemy right there in the corner. Well, not in the corner, like in the crease. It's very powdery. You definitely want to tap that brush off. Get all that excess. This is one of those palettes where it does kind of get into those lines and you kind of want to just go in. At least this color anyway seems to be that way. Okay. What is that? I don't know. There's a little speck there. Super pretty color, really pigmented. If you're worried about fallout, a little tip is you can put a bunch of powder, setting powder, right here, and it'll catch that fallout, and then you can just brush it off when you're done. There is some fallout, so I am just gonna brush that off. Like, look at that color. Super, super pretty, pigmented. I'm going to go in the corner. Actually, I'm gonna go a little bit lower, and I'm gonna use Aftertaste. Actually, no, I'm gonna go in the corner with Start Soft. Just to do a soft, little, like a very soft or subtle, subtle tone to it, a little bit darker. I did think it would be darker than what it is. That's okay. really like that look. It's very pretty. I'm going to go over the lid with, actually let's add a little bit of aftertaste, which is this color right here. I'm just gonna play around with this a little bit. I'm going to take it down, not go as high up. I actually really like that. Okay. So you just have a little bit of fallout, not too bad. And then I'm going to take 182 degrees Celsius right here and do an all over lid shimmer. Really like how that comes together. Look at the pigment. The shimmers in this palette are gorgeous. Really, really like that. And then I'm just going to take what's left on here and blend it so it's a little bit more subtle. And then I'm going to take some of the aftertaste, which is that brighter orange. And I am going to line it. Just kind of clean it up a bit. So it doesn't look as dramatic. Now you can have a more dramatic look and keep it bolder. I usually don't. And then I'm going to take some of that eyelid shimmer color and take right here my little liner and connect this. There we go. And that is the Caramel Melange, if I'm saying that correctly, palette. Super, super pretty. We're just going to exfoliate real quick. I'm going to add some mascara. Warm it up. I'm doing brown mascara. I love the brown mascara for a fall look. And ignore that I'm sweating. Like, I don't know what it is, but our upstairs is even hotter today than it usually is. Like, I've even been sweating downstairs. And I usually don't sweat downstairs. Because it's usually cool downstairs and hot upstairs. Oh, Paxton's getting fussy. The only thing I will say is I would like it if this mascara was just a little bit more brown. Dude. Dab that grossness. It's disgusting. Oh well. Alright. So the next thing in here, we are going to use the bronzer that came with this. And I am going to start up here and kind of draw it along that line. This is the brush that came with it. This bronzer is Brazilian Bronze in Trestique. And then we have Complex Culture, which is a brush that came with it. And it blends nicely. It's very subtle. I thought it would actually be a lot darker than it is. Like if you look at that cheek compared to that cheek, it's not a whole lot darker. My Chocolate Soleil from Too Faced is actually darker than this. And it's easier, I think, to apply because it doesn't take as much effort to blend it. But it is buildable. Like I made this cheek slightly darker, but I put more on. It is super pretty though. Shedding. just like to take it up to that hairline and like down. Really like this. Actually blends very nicely. I was a little skeptical of it in the first video I did, and then this one, I don't know, it just takes like a little bit of work, but I really like it. I also got a beauty bud in it, and I don't really use the beauty bud, but at least, you know, at least there was something in there that was better than like another skincare product. I'm gonna wipe my exfoliator off and go in with the new lippy that came in. Hey, everybody. What are you doing today, Cindy? So it was a trio of lippies from ColourPop that came in here. This is the last item in this bag. And this, the only thing I will say, yesterday I wore this and I didn't even wear it that long because I put it on at like 5 o'clock and the pencil stayed on, but the lippy had kind of wore off. So I just had like a brown line around my mouth. Oh, the liner doesn't go like exactly where I want it, but it's okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to the pool tomorrow, depends on if it's still storming. So I figured I'd do my video today, even though it's late. Sun's storming here all day. Hey, Mom. It's rained more this like week than I think it's rained in a while here, at least since we've been here. Especially today. This is a very pretty fall color. And this is in the color She Cute from ColourPop. This was BFF3. And this is Kumquat. And this is the gloss that goes over it. I am going to skip the gloss today just to see how well the lippy holds up on its own, because I know sometimes gloss can like affect the wear. So we got these three lippies, bronzer, beauty bud, brush, and technically this palette came with my Ipsy bag, and I did this in yesterday's video, and then I got this one as my add-on, which is the one I just used, and that is it. If anybody has any questions on any of these items, let me know. I will be happy to answer those for you. Hopefully next month gets here quicker. I know we're already over halfway through the month basically, but at least my BoxyCharm got here quick. All right, so I am going to hop off of here and just add some setting powder to finish this off. So if anybody has any questions, let me know. All right, bye everyone. Have a great day.